Okay, let's go to game 2, Toronto at Dallas. Game time, 8:30 Eastern time. Toronto has to keep winning to stay ahead of the Boston Bruins, who took a bad loss against Detroit the other night. They were battling for home ice advantage with Boston, and obviously they're in that 2 and 3 spot in the Atlantic. Dallas is trying to secure a wild card berth, trying to hold off the Vegas Golden Knights and the Nashville Predators. And Vegas did them a favor last night, taking a bad loss to Vancouver at home. So Dallas is feeling pretty good about themselves, and they can get some more separation. And that's important considering not only are they ahead in the standings, but they also have 3 games in hand, so they can really start to separate themselves from Vegas. Let's take a look at the line tonight. Toronto minus $1.40, 6.5 over minus 20. Both sides have held steady. Not a lot of money coming in on side or total. I think that number is about right. And the fact that there's no movement, that's also telling you that that is true as well. Starting goaltenders likely to be Jake Ottinger and Jack Campbell for Toronto. And offensively, guys, you know, this is a Toronto team that are as good as you can find in the league. In their current 5-0-1 streak, they've scored 36 times. That's 6 goals a game. That's pretty good. And when you're looking at a total, I'm all in on a team that looks like that they're peaking offensively. They've scored 6 straight goals, or scored 6 goals or more in 5 straight games, including their last game against Florida, in which we saw 13 total goals. And for me, the Stars are all over. You know, they've been all over the ice. I mean, this is an offensive team that has been really good for both sides. And when I mean stars for Toronto and stars for Dallas, not the Dallas Stars, which obviously they got me screwed up. Mitch Marner is a guy that it's when you talk about offense, Mitch Marner is the guy that has been terrific. He's got a point in 11 straight games. He has multiple points in 7 straight games. Austin Matthews has multiple points in 5 of his last 6 and 27 points in his last 14 games. And we still have no idea. And when we go to goaltending, we still have no idea what we're going to get from Jack Campbell. But what I do know about Jack Campbell is the last time that we've seen him in his recent form, he's a guy whose goals against is over 4.5 or around 4.5 in his last 7 games. And I can't rely on that kind of goaltending to get me through. So even though this total is at 6.5, and we'll take a look at tonight's official selection, even though this game is at 6.5, which is a really big total for me. You know how I don't like those overs on 6s or 6.5s. I'm going to go over this total until I see something different. I have the combination of a goaltender that I'm not sure of in Toronto, and then I have just 2 teams that can explode offensively, and Toronto by themselves could get there. So that's the official play for tonight. We're going to go over 6.5 minus $1.20.